about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, Phil, you have a straight out of theater reaction. So I want you to go first.
Okay.
Number, score, what you thought on the movie. Hit me
Got
with
you.
it.
All right. Izzy, you probably going to hate me on this, but
I don't think I will.
okay. I gave this movie, personally, a 5 out of 10.
What?
I gave this movie a 5 out of 10. I know I am not a Five Nights at Freddy's gamer. I did not play the games. I saw a couple videos and clips and saw a little or heard a little bit about the lore, but I was not a fan of this one. I liked the first one a lot. I gave that one a 7 out of 10. But with Five Nights
Really? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's more surprising than the
Yeah,
5. That's crazy.
I was really shook when I gave it a 7 out of 10. But with this one,
Sorry.
yeah, it's cool. It's just that with Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I wasn't that invested in. Once again, I haven't played the games, don't know the story. I heard the crowd reactions and where they were reacting at stuff. I was like, okay, that must be like a key point from the video games and everything, which I thought was cool. But to me, I just really wasn't held by the story as a moviegoer looking at it. Not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, as a moviegoer.
Okay. Here's some context for me. I used to be a massive Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Now I'm a casual fan. I've left that part of me aside. But growing up, 10 years old, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is probably out the game. Maybe 3 at that point. I don't remember. Maybe 1. I don't remember. But they're like, hey, we're going to make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'm not even kidding. Every day, me and my best friend would talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We're like, what is that going to be? That's going to be the coolest thing ever. We have to go watch it. It was going to be the first horror movie I ever saw in theaters. Never came out until I was 18 years old, officially an adult. And me and my best friend got to sit together and watch that movie. And we walked out and we were like, that is one of the funniest movies we've ever seen. We were not expecting what we got whatsoever. This is objectively an awful movie. I would say the first
one?
Yes, the first one is a 4 out of 10. It's a bad movie, but I had so much fun. And there's definitely a lot of respect for the source material, considering that the writer of it is the creator of the games.
Yeah.
For sure. You can feel that DNA 100%. But like the writing isn't good, whatever. Let's talk about the second one though.
Okay.
I think the second one is better. I think it's slightly better. Is it still a pretty bad movie? Yeah. Is the horror better? I actually think so. I think this movie is actually a lot scarier than the first one. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's super scary. The first one isn't scary at all, though. The first one is a weird... The animatronics are super nice and friendly, and that ends up being a weird twist. This movie, I feel like, gives into a lot more of the horror of Five Nights at Freddy's. It makes it feel a little bit more scarier. I didn't personally think it was that scary, but I could definitely tell they tried to make it more scary. And
Yeah.
I do feel like it is probably more scarier.
I feel like, you know what? I'll agree to that. I'll agree. It seemed like it was a bit more scary.
I think the second one is a 5 out of 10 as well. I agree with you.
Oh,
I think it's a
wow.
5 out of 10.
Okay.
But I would be lying to myself if I didn't say I also had like the funnest time in that theater. My theater was clapping.
Yep.
We were cheering. We were getting excited. My best friend got jump scared really badly and I started laughing uncontrollably. I'm like, no way that got you. So, well, I think the movie itself, bad movie, average movie. It's like, it has awful moments. I think the writing is bad. Some of the acting is
Very bad.
very bad.
It's very bad.
Very bad. The ending I actually really liked, and we'll spoil it a little later. And I think some of the horror stuff was fine. It was whatever. So I think I'd give it a 5. It's basically just whatever. You're run-of-the-mill movie. My theater experience, though, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I had a blast. Me and my friends walked out super we were like, yeah, let's go. We went to In-N-Out and we talked about it for like 20 minutes. We were so focused. It was a great time. It was a great movie. And run that back. It was a great time. It was just a great time. Great theater experience, not a great movie.
You said a great
I just,
movie.
Yeah, I
You were
just
like, all right,
contradicted
let's chill
myself.
out.
Yeah, chill out. Great
No.
theater experience. Awful movie. I'm so excited for a third one, and I'm so happy with the teases that we got for some of their future ideas. And I'm very happy to see that this movie is doing fantastic
I've
at
been
the
hearing
box
about
office. It beat Zootopia 2 for
In the week?
Yeah, for the
Wow.
week. Yeah. So pretty awesome.
Disney, you better watch out.
I couldn't be happier.
That's crazy.
Because that guarantees we're getting a third one. And I'm like, you know what? Hopefully the third one makes a bunch of money. That means we'll get another one. And I just want to, let's just keep this going. Let's just keep it going because they're so fun. They're such a good time, even if they suck. But honestly, some of the best horror movies suck. And that's just the truth. They're just funny, campy, good times. And this is what I got from that movie. And I loved it a lot.
That's the crazy thing with horror movies, bro. Like, I don't know a lot of them where you could even put a 9 out of 10 for.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
I think this year is a rare year where I'm like, Weapons, Sinners. I feel like, yeah, there's some good horror. There's definitely some great horror movies out there for sure. A lot I haven't seen, but I definitely know there's like some like very well-revered horror movies. But then there's a lot of like the slashers, which is definitely what Five Nights at Freddy's is trying to be.
Yeah.
That isn't just, no, it's not scary. It's not scary at all. I want to get into full spoilers.
Here we go.
I have some stuff I want to mention. I have some stuff I want to talk about. For one, that puppet stuff.
That was creepy.
Oh, yeah.
That was very creepy.
I was kind of... So, my little brother, he is 11 years old. Big FNAF fan.
Did he watch it with you?
No.
Okay.
But I tried to get him to watch it. I was like, hey, bud, like, the first one wasn't scary at all. The second one, it'll probably be super funny. We'll have a good time. It'll be great. I texted him halfway through the movie. Yo, I'm so happy you didn't come. I would have felt like an awful brother. You would have hated every moment. The puppet stuff was pretty scary. And I was actually pretty surprised that I was like actually kind of uncomfortable in some moments. I was like, all right, like I'm waiting for the jump scare. Do it. Still though, I don't know. There's just something about these animatronics moving around like pretty like just out in the open that I just can't take seriously.
No, that's very true. That's very true. But in the first one, I guess, you know, me not knowing exactly how the story was going to go sold me on it because I didn't expect it to be full of children. I thought it was just going to be like Chucky or something like that. So that's why I kind of was into it. And then when you find out that the Matthew Lillard's character was the one who killed those kids and put them in there, I was like, huh? So I didn't know that. That's why it sold me. But this one, it was more of just like Charlotte, interesting. That was the puppet or spirit's name. Charlotte was interesting, but it was very
pretty fire opening, actually.
Oh, yes.
Fire opening. I actually really liked it. That was
creepy.
The music was good too. I don't know why. I was like, me and my friends were all like, little girl gets absolutely stabbed and murdered, and the like credits start playing, and me and my friends are like, okay, like why is this bumping right now? Really good opening. I really liked it. Not like anything crazy like this, like whoa, that really sets the tone. But I was just like, oh yeah, it was pretty well done. Like I liked it a lot. But freaking the puppet design really good. I want to give all the credit to like just the animatronics designs in general. Yeah. It's really cool for It's really cool for me as someone who loved at least the games they're touching on now. For context, for any big FNAF fans, which I kind of doubt a lot of our fans are, I stopped playing after Security Breach, which is I think 8 or 7, and I've played all of them. After that, I haven't touched any of them. I don't know anything about the games anymore. I know there's so much more. There's a lot of new direction, new story, whatever. I don't care. I stopped caring a while ago. But I will say, I'm still, since it's a lot of the older stuff, I'm able to give in, like, I understand what a lot of it's doing. So I just love the design so much for all the animatronics. They nailed them perfectly. Even there's a shot of Toy Chica being turned off. They even do like the deadpan, like no eyes thing. And I was like, whoa, like it just all looks so freaking good. And I was thoroughly impressed. Megan Fox, hey, performance of the year probably. Toy Chica, you absolutely killed it. Fantastic performance.
Speed is over there going crazy.
Tweaking. It was just, I love the animatronics designs a lot. I kind of want to jump to the ending, but I know we probably shouldn't. Is there any specific moments you were like, yeah, this is cool?
I think though, because my crowd was okay. I was kind of getting annoyed because I didn't have the same reaction. I was getting annoyed at these guys because they were being like jerks to the people who reacting to some things and laughing at some things.
Aw, freaking
every
boring,
single time they just be like, that's not funny. Like in the middle of it, and they're like, you guys are ridiculous. And I was just sitting there like, but let them have their moment,
like, bro. Let them have fun.
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, what are you? And then so like it got annoying to me because then they started laughing at a point that wasn't really funny, and everybody was kind of quiet. And I was kind of like, I was waiting for somebody to go like, it's not funny, like in a sarcastic voice, but they laughed and it was whatever. But that kind of ruined it. But the scene that everybody freaked out on, and you probably know what I'm talking about, the scene of that big toy or whatever, the big robotic animatronic.
In the closet?
Nah, it was, so I think it was the puppet or whatever. She's down in that little tunnel, and you look at this pink, blue, and white, big, huge, like animatronic that looks down at her, and then it just goes away from that. I don't know what that animatronic was.
Wait, is this in the basement with the present, or are you talking about
Basement with the present.
puppet?
No, not, there was, or did she go to another place?
I'm trying to think of, because there's one that you're kind of sounds like you're describing Mangle, which is like the Foxy, but like she has like, that's the one that goes on the car that's like trying to get Vanessa. You know what I'm talking about? You remember that scene?
Oh, no, not that one.
I don't remember what you're talking
It was a super huge animatronic that was pink, blue, and white that looked down, and everybody in my theater freaked out.
Yeah, are you talking about the dream sequence with Matthew Lillard's character chasing Vanessa into the closet?
I think so.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Baby.
That's Baby? What is that?
I freaked out. So that's the game's sister location, which is my favorite one.
Oh.
It's the scariest one, I think. And that's, so in the lore, correct me if I'm wrong for whoever is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I don't know. Vanessa isn't Baby, but Springtrap's daughter, which is in the lore now in the movies, is Vanessa. There is a different girl who actually is Baby who gets put into that suit when she's a little girl. I think what the movies is gonna try and end up doing is it's just gonna be either Vanessa as an adult will get put into the baby suit.
My bad, I had to.
You had to, Vanessa. Or I think Abby, the little girl, like Josh Richardson's sister in the Hutcherson's sister in the movie, Mike's sister in the movie is gonna get put into that baby suit at some point.
Make it happen.
I feel like it'd be sick.
Make it happen.
I think it'll be one or two things, but I think that was a good tease for like the future of what they want to do, and I got really excited on that. That was cool. I don't know if my theater clapped actually.
Everybody freaked out at my
Me and my friend, I was hitting my friend. I was like, dude, they're doing it. That was really cool. I really liked that moment a lot.
I just looked up and I was like, that is so creepy. I went,
what? Did I miss something?
That's creepy. Why is everybody clapping and everybody's like freaking out, like talking and stuff? And I was like, okay, that's a big video game thing.
I think something this movie gets maybe bad, maybe it's technically bad, is, dude, the kills are so absurd and funny.
They're so bad.
They're so funny.
They're funny, but they're bad.
The scene with the teacher, just as I thought, there's nothing in there. I was laughing uncontrollably. I was like, this is perfection. This is exactly what I would have wanted.
I kind of expected that line to come up when she said it. So
for
I was
sure.
like,
it's so basic. It's so easy. But to me, it's like, it's the kind of campy cringe that I need when I'm watching this. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, you say that, Megan Fox. She's like in the studio giving all her heart, like, hey, is that good? Is that good? Yeah.
They're like, yes, keep going.
Yeah, I think you're fine. And just like moved on.
Nah, but there were just so many times with those animatronics, even with that scene. That's another reason why I get annoyed with horror movies, because people will, and then like the person's walking and the animatronic's like,
I know.
And then the dude's like falling all over everywhere, like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, just run.
That's the thing that's so funny about these movies, is there's a couple animatronics that are fast. Mangle's pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
Foxy freaking sprints, dude. Freaking Torchica is slow walking, and this guy's scrambling to get up.
What are we doing?
I'm like, dude, this is the best thing ever. That teacher sucked. He asked for it.
Bro, when he destroyed her toy, I got so mad in the theater. I was like, what? Why is a science fair this big of a deal to you? Like,
some kids just aren't made to do robotics.
I was like, dang.
Who are you, bro? What
what kid really is made to do a robot? You gotta learn. Like,
it was so funny. I loved it.
And then that kid, everybody was clapping when that kid said, man, you're really a D word, Mr. Whatever. Everybody died in the theater.
So when we were at Comic-Con, we watched one of the opening scenes with the people going into the original Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ghost hunters or whatever.
Weird guy was like creepy with the security guard. Excuse me. My theory was right. I don't know if I told you, it's Michael Afton. I had a feeling that's a big character. You don't even know. That's Purple Guy. Purple Guy is another big deal.
Purple Guy.
It's hard to explain. He's Purple Guy. And you can tell by his badge and his purple suit, whatever. It's pretty like, oh, here you go. But yeah, it's Michael Afton, which is Vanessa's brother, William Afton's son. Big deal, big lore stuff, whatever. Got that right. I bring this up because I want to talk about that finale really fast. I wasn't expecting the movie to end the way that it did.
Yeah.
And can I be honest? I think I went out a lot more positive because I was like, whoa, they took a swing. Whoa, it's a little, that's dark. The freaking, my theater reacted actually when they're leaving. Spoilers. We've been spoiling it, but who cares, bro? Freaking grow up. There's a scene at the end of the movie when freaking Vanessa's like, I chose my family, and she gets behind them. They beat up the old animatronics from the previous movie and kill, dude. Oh my gosh! When they killed the other animatronics, I was wheezing, laughing. My theater was cheering. My theater was cheering. I was laughing so hard. Phil, how could I not? There was a scene when Bonnie from the first movie rips up one of the animatronics in the weird constant cutting shots, and then hits the camera with this.
Yes.
The slow pan over to his face. Why did he look at the camera?
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be Avengers Endgame. Like what is happening? I laughed so hard. But her having that moment where she switches up and then they defeat all the animatronics. The friend shows up. Mike and Abby are like, all right, let's go. Vanessa's like, yeah, let's go. And Mike goes, stay away from us. Stay away.
Me laughing
I went, dude, I literally went, what? Like, oh my gosh.
Everybody's over here like, oh my gosh, no, and I'm over here like, dude, he don't want you.
I kid you not, my theater gasped. And I did too. I actually was like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
That was
like,
so weird.
What? Stay away from us. What? Like the movie got
You're dangerous to us.
I think it was a weird tone shift because the movie was a little scary to hilarious for the last 30 minutes. I'm laughing to stay away from us. Like super serious. I was like, what? Like, okay. And then when they leave and she tries to walk, he's like, no. Like, I'm done with you. Like, I'm fed up. And then the puppet shows up.
Oh man, that was creepy.
That got me. I was like, okay, wow, pretty cool actually. I'm pretty happy with that ending.
Yeah.
So honestly, the movie ended on a pretty good high note, or I was like, weird tone shift, kind of. It's really funny and like talking about it, but it ends fairly dark, and I was surprised that a movie like this would do that because this is a campy. Well, we defeated the animatronics. Time to move on. Nope. And then set up the next thing. No, this is like. Dark end. We don't really know what that's going to lead
Big
to.
time.
Plus, if you are aware of the games, that post-credit scene, which did you see?
Yeah, I saw.
The post-credit scene was like, oh yeah, this is where we assumed it would go. But now you have this weird plot thread with Puppet, and now I'm so intrigued on what they're going to do with the marionette, plus Springtrap coming back. I need a comment on that post-credit scene. What did you think? Like,
okay. I thought it was cool, but it was expected to me, especially after the kid was talking to Mike,
the movie,
and he was like, I can't hold him. And I was like, oh, he's talking about Springtrap. Okay, that's cool. He's coming back. Because I thought that was one of the scariest things to me, because once again, I did not play these games. I don't know what the heck is going on. But when Matthew Lillard's character, William Afton, is getting like spring locked into that bunny or whatever, is that what it's called? Bunny?
Yellow bunny.
That creeped me the heck out.
Golden
and when he said,
whatever.
I will be back, I was like, okay. I was thinking maybe a little bit earlier. Maybe it was going to come out of nowhere when Mike was yelling, I need your help or something. But when that was the end of the post-credit scene, I was like, ooh, okay. That's nice. I wasn't like going crazy. I was like, all right, okay.
So even though it was expected, my theater geeked. And I geeked too, actually, because I was surprised with how good the animatronic looked. It literally looks picture perfect, exactly like the game. So it was kind of a really nice moment where I'm like, dude, I want them to make these forever. It's like Sonic for me in a weird way, like the Sonic movies, where I think the Sonic movies, the Sonic movies are better for sure, but like every moment, you know exactly where they're going, you know the hype moments, but it's also cool, where I feel the exact same way with this, where I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. It's gonna be cheesy and dumb and stupid, but it's so fun. And I like that they're pushing, I feel like they're trying to make Springtrap an icon. Like, I feel like they want him to be like a ghost face, like Michael Myers level villain.
It could happen.
I would love that.
Could.
I would love that. I don't think it will. I would love it though. And I'm not opposed to it at all.
What I do appreciate with these movies though, because once again, I don't know too much about it, is that it really does appeal to the people who like play the video games and know about the lore, which I think is super important, because once again, I don't know how accurate it was to the video games or the lore when
They
it came to
change a
this
fair bit.
Yeah, but I do appreciate that there are fans who are reacting and loving this, especially having loud reactions in theaters, because I think that's the most important thing with it. You're gonna have fun with these movies. It's not supposed to win a crazy award or anything. It's supposed to be something that people can go out and watch.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. That's why I'm here watching it. If it wasn't anything, I'd just be like, all right, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I was actually pretty excited to go watch it. It's just that one. It's very cheesy. Very.
Oh, so
it's supposed to be
stay
that.
away from us.
You shouldn't be at the science fair. Your robot sucks.
Hits it out of her hand.
Let me take that for you. Whoopsie. But I'm just glad that people love this and that they can be happy for it.
Yeah, like me, man. It's very low on my list.
That's why
for
I'm
the
excited.
Year.
Well, I'm just excited you enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah, I think on Letterboxd I put it 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't write a review for it because I was like, there's not really much I can say on this. I just get 3 out of 5 stars. Follow me on Letterboxd at Isaiah Rami. I'm pretty sure is my name on Letterboxd. Follow me there. I just thought this movie was so fun, like you said. It's just a close. Yeah, it was so fun. It was such a good time. I went in. I always go in expecting it to be bad, but that being exactly what I want, where I'm like, of course, I would want something of the level of like a classic horror movie. We're getting super dark, gritty, serious horror stuff. But bro, these are animatronics with kids' souls stuffed inside their bodies. Come on.
Can I also say how annoyed I was with those other kills or other attempted kills when like people wouldn't hear the in the background and they just be doing normal stuff? I'm like, y'all can't hear Stinking Freddy or that other bunny walking up to you? Like, what? And then when they see it, and then they fall to the ground, I'm like, bro, you can run. Like, if you want to run in the Foxy over here doing this stuff with whatever, Vanessa, you have time. What are we doing?
Yeah. I will say one last thing. Jump scares not super creative.
Yeah.
They always kind of happen in the exact place you expect them to happen.
The fridge door.
Yeah, the fridge door. They do a thing with Mangle on top of Vanessa's car when she's driving, where you like expect it to come out of that one side of the window, but then they draw it out long enough where like they try and make you second guess like where it's gonna pop up, but then it just pops up exactly where you think it's going to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on. They do really fast. There is a character called Shadow Bonnie that pops up in this movie. Did you notice it?
I noticed that, and at first I was thinking like, is that supposed to be there?
Did you think, dude, I thought I was crazy.
I was like, am I tripping or am I watching this movie just a little bit too hard?
For context, he flashes the camera in his office.
Yes.
And there's like a quick flash of an animatronic and it disappears. And I saw it and it like went away. I was like, dude, did I just see something? Like, am I crazy? Am I scared right now? My friend goes, I said there's a Shadow Bonnie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing ever. I didn't even think about that, huh?
I was like, what is that? Did Freddy get like an upgrade on his speed or something?
No, just like a little thing that happens in the games where sometimes like you'll get a flash and you're like, whoa, scary. And yeah, and then freaking just really fast, Mike, Alan, what's the freaking Josh Hutcherson's character ripping off Balloon Boy's head.
That was funny.
That made me sad. Poor guy. But a lot of people were happy. I love Balloon Boy. He's so He's so cute. He's just there. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say on Five Nights at Freddy's. I loved it. I had a good time.
I enjoyed my time for a bit, but as a story, I just wasn't invested this time.
Very
kind of just like, okay, that was a fun experience.
Yeah. And it was a fun